Okay. My first question is, how did you get started in acting? How did you get started in the entertainment business?
Totally by accident. I never had any thoughts or desires to be an actor as a young person or a teenager or anything like that. I was, more or less an arts student through my high school years and into university. And, I always thought, I went into university eventually as an English major, just in a general arts degree, which at that time, actually meant something.
Yeah.
Doesn't anymore. But no, never did any acting, never did anything like that. But when I hit university, I was interested in everything. And there was an amateur theater company at the university, students doing theater.
Yeah.
And I just thought, hey, what the hell, I'll try it out. And I did check it out, and I went, oh, this is kind of fun. This is really fun. And then I moved universities in my second year. I went from St. John's, Newfoundland to Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
And when I signed up for my second year at Dalhousie, which was in Halifax, so I was still considering myself an English major, and I took a bunch of English courses and I think a French course or something, or history or whatever. But they also had as options, they had two theater courses because they had a theater program. So I signed up for these two theater courses, and that year I ended up spending almost all of my time in the theater department, and it just went on from there. And then I went to theater school in Montreal, and then actually started to make a living a bit, and here I am now, 40 years later.
All right, are you mostly like a theater actor, or do you do like film and television?
I primarily do film and television. I started out as a theater actor, and back in my day, like 40 years ago, that's pretty much, how most people started out, especially in Canada, because there wasn't a whole lot of film and television going around. But over the years, I just kind of gravitated, not by choice necessarily, just by necessity, by making a living, into film and television, and I mostly do. I haven't done theater actually for a number of years. I do miss it, but I live out in the boonies, so it's a little hard for me to do theater where I live. If I lived in Vancouver or in Toronto, say, or Montreal or something, it might be easier. But where I live, it's just it's a little tricky. So no, mostly I'm a film and television. I work in Vancouver primarily. I travel on occasion, but most of my work is in Vancouver, where there's a fairly healthy, film and television industry.
Yeah. I've seen some of your television work. That's why I wanted to do this interview, because I'm a fan of your television work. So.
Okay.
What do you find is the most difficult part of being an actor? If you have
making a living. I know a lot of people out there have this notion that we're all fucking rich. And, it ain't the case. A lot of us are just grinding away, trying to make a living, and that's pretty. I've had good years, bad years, up years, down years. But mostly it's just trying to keep getting gigs, and that's the hardest part. Is just to try and keep at it and not, despair or bail out or do something else. I mean, lots of people do other things as well, and good for them. And if you have the opportunity to do that, but it's a tough fucking gig. It's a tough gig, making a living as an actor.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting gigs, getting jobs, and of course, the older you get, as I am getting older, I'm in my 60s now.
Yeah.
There are fewer and fewer opportunities, let us say, for someone in my age range. So, it's just the toughest part over the years, really up and down, has been just trying to make a living and not give up, because it's what you want to do.
Yeah, because I've talked to a lot of actors and a lot of people in the entertainment industry, and they say that acting is a tough business,
It surely is. It surely is. And the more, I guess the more opportunities you give yourself within that, the better. Like I say, if I lived somewhere else, I could do more theater. But because of where I live, and I say I live out, sort of out, not in the bush, but away from main theater places, in this case, Vancouver.
Yeah.
It just makes it harder to supplement, or to add to my income by doing theater.
Yeah. What advice would you give to younger people?
Don't do it. No, after that, if you must do it, and you must feel you must do it, I think, I would say definitely get some training. I mean,
yeah.
In my day, 40 years ago, that meant going to theater school. And so you would spend 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 years in a theater school, and you would focus mainly on stage acting. I mean, that was back then. That's the way it went. There was very little training for film and television at that time. But, I think theater gives you a really good grounding in everything you're going to need to be a half-decent actor. You're dealing with complex text. You're dealing with complex ideas. Now, that's not to say you're going to deal with that in modern-day television and film, although there's more and more of that around, I find. But it also gives you just a really good grounding. And as an actor, you may well need to perform on stage. You may well desire to perform on stage. I know a lot of young people now think, no, I just want to be a movie star.
Well,
the chances of anyone hitting those heights are so extremely slim that, to be the next Brad Pitt or the next whoever, Ryan Gosling, or, it's just, the odds of that are so meager that it's, if you want to be an actor, if you need to be an actor, then you're going to have to figure out how to make a living, and you're going to have to be able to work in various media. And I just think theater is a very, very good grounding for that.
yeah.
And not the least of which, it gives you an understanding of what other people do, more so in the theater, because when you go to theater school, normally your first couple of years, you rarely get on stage, but you work in crews, you do lighting, you do this, that, and the other thing, and it gives you just a sense of what all these other people do that make this whole thing work, because it's a massive community on any film or television show or stage production. It's not just you, the actor, out there being the star.
Yeah.
Even though you may become a star, there's a huge organization behind that, and to appreciate that organization, to appreciate the complexity and what these people are going through on their own is, I know now that there are, lots of places that do strictly, film and television training. Mm-hmm. I say, well, in my day, that didn't even exist. And I'm not saying don't do that. But whatever you do, get some training, because there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of technique involved on both sides, in the theater and in film and television. And the more you know about that going in, the better off you're going to be. I mean, the chances of starting work as an extra or background performer or whatever, and then moving up into actor echelon are very slim. either want it, need to do it, because otherwise, it's, because I say, it's, yes, there are some people that come out and they just, all of a sudden they're working and then they're stars and then da-da-da-da, but that, like I say, that's a very, very rare event. Most of you are going to be hunting for work most of the time.
Yeah.
So have lots of options available to you.
Yeah, that's why I do this radio show. I've been doing my radio program for 4.5 years, and I've talked to many, many people in the entertainment business to get their input and experiences, because when I'm older, I want to be an actor and voice actor and someone in the entertainment business,
Right. Well, good luck. That's all I gotta say.
And I talk to a lot of actors, and they tell me to be an actor, you can't be in it just for the money, You can't.
Oh, God, no.
No. As much as we want to, but we can't,
Well, no. I mean, no. You have to be doing it because you need or want to do it. If you're doing it thinking you're going to get rich,
Yeah.
you may be one of the lucky ones. But most actors, like probably 95% of actors that are still actors, make a living.
Yeah.
They make a living. They're not rich. Some of them are extraordinarily rich, of course, and some of them are moderately rich, but most of them are just making a living.
Yeah. Some of them are just, struggling.
And then lots of them are working at other jobs.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it works.
Yeah. And I've talked to other people, and they say when you go into, acting auditions, do not take rejection personally. Do you have that?
Oh, God, no. Jesus, no. If you do that, then you're out of it in no time. You'll be slashing your wrist after the second or third week.
Oh, my goodness.
No. Rejection is part of the job.
Yeah.
Auditions, 1 in 10 is a good ratio, and it could be even bigger than that. Even if you have some cred and some credits on your resume, but you can go 20, 30, 40, 50 auditions and not get a job. And do not take it personally, for God's sake, no.
No.
Because that'll just get you all screwed up.
Yeah.
So, I've learned over the years, I go into an audition, I do my audition, I walk away, and I'm like an Etch-a-Sketch. I just shake, and that's it. If I hear from them, it means I got the job. If I don't hear from them, I don't ever even think about it again.
Yeah.
I've seen actors, and especially young actors, torment themselves over auditions. And they didn't hear back, and they didn't get feedback, and they didn't get this, they didn't get that. But no, you got to be able to walk in and walk away and wipe the slate clean and start again tomorrow, because rejection